Imagine having the power to bench press a car or lift a refrigerator, a dream many long for. Steroids promise this extraordinary strength, turning individuals into muscular giants that capture attention and admiration. With bodies reminiscent of beloved comic book heroes, it's no wonder more and more people are tempted to incorporate these magic pills into their fitness routines. But the allure of steroids is like a deal with the devil, offering impressive gains while exacting a toll on one's health. These synthetic hormones, revered by bodybuilders and athletes, promise to inflate muscles to, sometimes, cartoonish proportions. Yet, beneath the surface lies a dark truth. The price of this enhanced physique is steep, often unknown until it's too late. So, if you're on the edge of popping those pills for some impressive guns, let's first uncover the mysteries and reveal the risks of chasing superhuman strength. What are steroids? Scientifically, a steroid is any biologically active compound with 17 carbon atoms arranged into 4 rings in a specific way. Imagine 17 snakes doing synchronized wiggle dance to form 4 head-to-tail rings. Our bodies produce dozens of different steroids to keep us alive and healthy. A great number of these steroids are hormones. You can think of hormones as a crew of chemical messengers that tell your body which biological processes it should carry out. For example, cortisol is like the alarm clock that nudges you to wake up in the morning. DHEA acts like your personal battery pack, keeping you energized throughout the day. And when pumping those weights at the gym, testosterone acts like a mechanic, fixing the wear and tear in your muscles. Now, let's talk about synthetic steroids, the ones manufactured in labs. They mimic natural steroids and can be primarily divided into 2 groups. The first group, the good ones, include corticosteroids, which are anti-inflammatory medicines used to treat conditions like AIDS, cancer, asthma, and arthritis. The second group, not so good ones, consist of anabolic androgenic steroids, which are used illegally by some people to increase their muscle mass or improve athletic performance. These little power pills promise the Popeye spinach effect on your body in the shortest possible time, but have a bad rep among healthcare professionals. They make headlines when celebrities and athletes are caught out, and they're a topic of speculation when someone's bulked up quickly, because even 5,000-calorie diets and punishing whole-day workouts don't yield such extraordinary results as abusing synthetic testosterone. So, you might be thinking what a small dose of synthetic testosterone can do to your body. To better understand that mechanism, let's first understand the production cycle of natural testosterone. Testosterone production cycle. Imagine your body as a big factory with different departments doing specific jobs. The hypothalamus, a tiny part of your brain, acts like the boss of all hormones. It produces gonadotropin-releasing hormone, GnRH, which sends messages to the pituitary gland, instructing it to make follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, and luteinizing hormone, LH. Follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, is like the supervisor in a factory, making sure all the workers are prepared and everything is set up for the production of reproductive cells. Meanwhile, luteinizing hormone, LH, works alongside FSH as the machine operator who pulls the lever once everything is prepared and signals the Leydig cells, the machinery, in the testes to start producing testosterone. And voila, the secret juice is produced. Now, what is the secret juice used for? Well, testosterone is the manager. It visits different departments within the factory to give specific instructions. So, when it visits the kidney department, it tells the tiny cells there to start making a special signal called erythropoietin. Erythropoietin is like a dispatcher stationed in the bone marrow control center. When oxygen levels drop, it sends out urgent messages to the bone marrow cells, telling it to increase red blood cell production. These newly formed red blood cells help carry oxygen around the body, giving you the energy you need to keep everything running smoothly. Testosterone also helps with the wear and tear in your muscle tissues. It tells the immune cells to send out calming signals called anti-inflammatory cytokines, which reduce swelling and ensure smooth recovery. Last but not least, testosterone also helps with the maintenance of muscle mass and sex drive, making sure you're healthy both inside and outside the bed. And before things start to overload, testosterone sends a signal back to GnRH saying, "Hey, we've got enough for now. Slow down a bit." With this feedback, GnRH eases up on testosterone production. In a nutshell, it's like a feedback loop that happens naturally, keeping everything in order. Overdosing on synthetics. Now, let's talk about what actually happens when you take synthetic testosterone to beef up your body. Each cell in your body is like a worker delivering oxygen and food to all parts. The nucleus inside the cell is like its brain. When you take anabolic androgenic steroids, aka AAS, they send a super important message to the nucleus saying, "We are multiplying your power by adding your clones." Once those clones, aka myonuclei, are added to the cell, they attach to the DNA, which activates a mechanism to replace damaged muscle fibers with Hulk-grade ones. That's how steroids help you build and repair muscle mass faster. You become a bulky, mighty superhero. But at what cost? That part is a bit scary. Synthetic steroids mimic natural testosterone. They enter your body and basically lie to your hypothalamus, telling it to slow down on the production of testosterone. This, in turn, shrinks your testes and makes you infertile. Not a trade-off most guys would want. Meanwhile, those increased red blood cells move faster to pump more nutrients and oxygen to your muscles, causing high blood pressure and stroke. Effects on heart. And don't forget, your heart is also made of muscles. Over time, AAS makes your heart grow in size and thickness, and it becomes too big to fully contract and pump blood effectively. So, the very thing helping you bulk up and become stronger could end up causing heart failure. Liver troubles. Abusing steroids also never allow your liver to rest or recover because they force it to work harder to break down the chemicals in the drugs. And just like overworking causes anyone to burn out and get sick, excessive strain on your liver can land it in the hospital, potentially developing tumors that could rupture and result in internal bleeding. But even if you miraculously escape these life-threatening conditions, you cannot stop steroids from messing with the chemicals in your brain. You experience increased impulsivity and anger, known as the classic roid rage. When these symptoms are extreme, you might throw a tantrum over things as trivial as bad weather, missing your favorite pair of socks, slow Wi-Fi, or even a stray dog crossing your path without your permission. In a nutshell, performance-enhancing and bodybuilding steroids are like your invisible enemies, damaging your vital organs bit by bit. So, would you really risk your health and take anabolic androgenic steroids, knowing that they could end up sending you 6 feet under? Regardless of your age, quitting steroids will add years to your life. While we're not here to dictate morality or health choices, it's important you understand the consequences of your actions and the reasons behind them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you're subscribed and we'll see you in the next one.